There was the word. 33 years he tabernacled the earth, healing the sick, raising the dead, sight to the blind. In the city of Canaan, turned water to wine.
We live in a day and time where what you have and what you do determines who you are. But Jesus, the master teacher, says something quite different and contrary to popular belief in Matthew chapter 23. Verse 27 says, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you are like the whitewashed tombs, which indeed appear beautiful outwardly, but inside are full of dead men's bones and all uncleanness. Even so," verse 28, "even so you also outwardly appear righteous to men, but inside you are full of," here's that word again, "hypocrisy and lawlessness." Hypocrisy. I think that's a great word for us to talk about when we're only 5 days away from the national holiday, Halloween. Hypocrisy. This Monday, our kids will be on every corner screaming and hollering. These little munchkins will be ringing the doorbell, expecting bundles and bundles of candy. They'll have their costume on, Cinderella, Spider-Man, SpongeBob, and all types of others. And it's really cute to take pictures and give out candy. But when these kids get home, they're going to take off these costumes, they're going to put them up, and they're going to return to being the kids they were before they were pretending in their costumes. But Jesus speaks of costumes in our everyday life as hypocrisy. When people pretend and live one way, but then inwardly are a different way. Jesus calls that hypocrisy. He says, whitewashed tombs, the tombstones that are looking beautiful on the outside, but inside are holding dead men's bones. The outward appearance is clean and well kept, but inward there's decay. This is hypocrisy. Many times when I try to witness to people about coming to church and believing and accepting the gospel, I run into one common phrase, and that is that I would go to church, but the church is full of hypocrites. And sadly, that is true. But I want to make sure that I make it very clear that going to church alone does not make you a Christian. As a matter of fact, it doesn't make you any more of a Christian by going to church than it does make you a vehicle by going into a garage. As a matter of fact, if I walk into a garage, I'm still a person. I'm not a vehicle. But the garage was made for vehicles. In our garage, you'll find a lawnmower, a weed eater, some picture frames, and a whole bunch of other stuff that we really don't even need. But the purpose of the garage is to house our vehicle. Likewise, the church is there to house and to develop Christians, true, authentic Christians. But sometimes we attract weed eaters, lawnmowers, and picture frames. Jesus calls that hypocrisy. So when we label the church as a place full of hypocrites, we must be careful to realize that just because people go to church does not mean that they're Christians. And so I challenge you this Halloween, with all the costumes everywhere around us, to try to do something different, something more than just giving that sweet treat. Try to offer something eternal. Think and pray on how God can use you this Halloween to offer something eternal to these little munchkins that can change their lives and the lives of their parents. Till next time, bring somebody with you. God bless. See you then.
33 years he tabernacled the earth, healing the sick, raising the dead, sight to the blind. In the city of Canaan, turned water to wine.